Get over here!
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm sending Dart this way, so we can get this. Because there's no one's gonna really be able to cross that river except for him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Raven and Lucius are gonna come up here.
They can do it.
Okay, no reinforcements, good. Alright. And... I think that's all we can do for the time being, I'm afraid.
Can we move Fiora down to work on support?
Thank you for reminding me.
And maybe we can move Farina over to be with Dorcas.
Yes, let's do that. Should we just have him use that talisman?
Sure, why not?
He deserved it.
Yeah. Saying we miss you. You've been here since the beginning, but I feel like we've never gotten to use
We haven't
you too
used
much.
him as much. We haven't used him as much as we would have liked, unfortunately.
Because we used him so much in the first area.
All right then. Just going to check the range on these guys. I think, yeah, there.
If we want, we can send Florina up to fight too.
Yeah, still, like, while she's not taking extra damage from those arrows, she can still be damaged.
Yeah, it's still a lot of attacks.
Yeah, she's a speed Pegasi, not a defense Pegasi. Look at that.
Then again, it doesn't even matter. They're all going to attack Merlinus.
I know. It's
And
wonderful.
all in vain. Except for this guy. He has the right idea.
Sort of.
No, he's hurting us, and not in blood, in weapon damage.
We were having the same issue that we had before. Hector's just overpowering.
Yeah, geez, where did he... How is he gaining XP this fast? I mean, I know they're snipers, but like...
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. 2 levels in what?
Okay, new theory. Hector's mother was Mozu, and he inherited, like, super XP gain.
Dude, Mozu's ability is aptitude, not prodigy.
Doesn't she have an ability that increases... Okay, maybe...
Increases the chances of her stats growing, when she levels up.
Okay, I'm thinking of the one ability Roshi has.
Yeah, you might be. Good dodge, Will.
Okay, that was almost a really funny reference, but it wasn't.
Yeah, sorry.
What do you got? What do you got, Light Mage? You got nothing.
Well done. Although, can that brigand... You said brigands don't go after ruins, right? I could have sworn they did.
No, I don't think ruins have a destroyed animation.
Alright then. I guess it's just more brigands popping up.
I don't know, maybe we should take care of the brigand just in case, though.
I mean, we are... Oh, he can get in the way. Perfect. What do these guys have? Steel axes. Yeah. First of all, I'm going to have Lucius heal him. Just in case.
Good call. This is a funny pair to be doing this mission.
Hey, it works out.
I mean, I know we have them at base support, because they probably have the most to do with one another for the two of them.
Yeah. Besides,
Priscilla.
Priscilla and Raven.
But-
and even then, I discovered something weird. Priscilla and Raven don't have an ending together.
Yep.
And why not?
I mean, because blood is thicker than water, but wine is thicker than blood. It matters more who you spend time with than who you're related to.
Oh.
I don't think that's literally true, though. I think blood is thicker than wine.
I was going to say...
I made that off the top of my head.
Maybe wine is sweeter than blood?
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, new coinage. This is funny.
What?
Your hand axe, my lord. Thank you, Merlinus. Shucks it into his face.
Oh my god! That imagery is in my head now, and it's freaking hilarious!
We have a battle butler.
Oh my god! That's awesome!
I mean, not exactly Jacob, but still.
Oh boy.
So now the only range spell we really have to worry about is Limstella.
Yeah, hers is still... Yeah, she's still got a bolting as well. Yeah, I'm just willing to put him in the line of fire for now, so I'm gonna have him equipped with Rapier.
That'll be fine.
Meanwhile, Lynn gonna come up here as well. Yeah, I think we're safe enough to have, like, them just come up now.
If we get the chance, we can use the hammer and staff on that tomahawk to get more uses out of it.
That's a good idea. Still not safe about this. Oh wait, right.
Yeah,
Florina has a Delphi shield.
She's fine.
I'm willing to keep these 5 down here for the time being.
Yeah, they're the reserve.
Mm-hmm. In fact, they're all that's left. So yeah, we can go ahead and continue.
They're gonna try and take out Ellie. It's not gonna work.
That's the only time you're ever gonna hear a horse actually speak in this game.
Yeah, I guess so. Horse Lord.
Do it, Raven. Ether!
Wow, he did it.
That honestly, like that ether might be even cooler than Ike's, because think about it. He throws the sword and the shield, and he times it so perfectly that he slips the sword out, and the shield is still flipping.
Yeah. There was, it reminds me of, did you ever watch Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
As a matter of fact, I did.
I didn't watch it too much, but I watched it enough. It was a cool show. There's one about dodgeball, and he talks about, I forget what they call the technique, but it's called, like the lob and slob or something like that, where you get 2 people, one of them lobs it so that they set up to try and catch it, and then the other one just pelts him.
I actually do know that. As a matter of fact, like I didn't know about that technique from Ned's Declassified. I learned it from youth group.
I mean, that is a legitimate dodgeball technique.
Yes. Paladins.
Yeah, so the reserve has something to do now. Not paladins, cavaliers.
Well,
paladins up north.
Yeah, a paladin. And a bunch of cavaliers.
Just so many crits.
I mean, granted, our crit like chances are actually relatively high, all things considered.
Yeah. But I think we've gotten an inordinate amount of crits.
We have, really. Like, not just in this chapter, but throughout the entire playthrough.
Yeah. Good fortune's been with us.
I think that also explains why we haven't had as many deaths as I expected.
Yeah, the deaths that we had were all legitimately our faults, too.
Yeah, because we misjudged the scenario. People are still giving me flack for Canis' death.
I noticed. It wasn't the smartest move.
It was not, and the thing is, like, at the time, I didn't take into account that, like, one, he was going to miss at, like, 86, like, 85 or 86, I don't remember what. It was in the 80s,
I guess if
that percentage.
I guess if we really considered Canis' stats and how heavy a Nosferatu is...
that is the one thing I did not take into account. I forgot that Nosferatu is actually a heavy spell that slows you down greatly. So yeah, that was my main fluke. And even then, had he hit those Nosferatu spells, he would have survived.
Yeah. And Rebecca was...
That was just poor judgment on my part.
Yeah, we got complacent. We stopped thinking about... We didn't notice how good the weapons they were holding were. And there wasn't really a reason why we needed to put her in the line of fire. We just did.
I was aiming for more experience for some units, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do? Still don't feel comfortable sending Farina up too far. I'm gonna continue that support chain.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, we can just keep having everyone move forward. These 3 can... okay, now here we go. We're gonna visit this place. And from here we get Set's Litany.
Nice!
It is a ring. As you know, it's a dance that increases an ally's dodging for a turn. It's really weird. But given proper scenarios, that's actually a pretty good setup. You can have someone who would normally be killed by a boss unit or something like that actually take them on relatively well.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have Raven get rid of this pesky purging bishop.
Pesky purging priest.
There you go.
Hitting a lot of level 10s.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Now, it's rather fitting that Lucius be doing this, because if we go up to these ruins, we meet Renault. You guys might remember this guy from a chapter a while ago when we fought Kishuna.
We were still on the Dread Isle, so he's been here the whole time.
Pretty much. So, this guy is weird.
He's an interesting case.
He just shows up in this chapter out of nowhere and decides to help us, and so late in the game.
He actually, I was reading up on it today.
Yeah?
He is a really cool character with a lot of interesting additions to the story, but you're gonna have a hard time learning it because you literally have just enough time to get any of his A supports.
And what are the supports you can get with him?
Okay, so basically to tell his story, Renault is probably the one who's seen the most battle experience out of all of us. Because he's even older, perhaps, than he appears. He has worked with Nurgle.
What?
So...
Okay, just go ahead and give us the lowdown.
A long time ago...
I don't know.
A long time ago, he was a knight of Kaylin. The timeline's a little hard to put together.
So it stands to reason that he might know Marquess Kaylin.
Yeah, he does know Wallace. He and Wallace personally know each other because he trained Wallace.
What?
Yes, this bishop is actually a really good knight.
He trained Wallace?
Yeah. Now, because he's a knight from, like, way, way, way back in the day. Like, possibly, Canis thinks that he might actually be centuries old, because at some point he started working with Nurgle. Renault lost an ally in battle, a dear, dear friend, and Nurgle believed that he could bring people back from the dead, so Renault went in to help him, while still occasionally going back and serving his knight duties in Kaylin. So, Renault helped Nurgle to develop morphs.
What?
In fact, some people theorize that his friend would have looked a lot like Kishuna. It could have also been Ephidel. It could also just be nobody we've ever met. But, after all these years of finally, Nurgle finally learning how to make morphs, Renault was very disgusted by what Nurgle was actually able to make. Because they weren't human, they had no compassion. Kishuna is the only one that has emotions, but it was, like, unable to really function or speak or anything like that. At some point, also, it's really interesting that you found him with Lucius, because as he worked more with Nurgle and his morals more and more began to slip, he started doing mercenary work on the side and was harvesting quintessence for Nurgle when he killed another very, very powerful mercenary, Lucius's father.
What?
And in Lucius and Renault's supports, they will talk about that.
Oh my god!
Renault actually has a lot going on, and it's really hard to learn any of it.
Wow!
Super interesting conversations with Wallace and Canis and Lucius. And you have, like, 3 chapters to do it. Plus, you get him really late in this chapter. If you're going to have another chapter to work on it, you need to hurry up. Also, the next chapter, the Gaiden chapter, has a magic seal, so Renault's next to useless in it.
Wow?
So, he became a bishop to atone for his sins, and claims to have let all of that anger and negative feeling go. However, he's still living on the Dread Isle, because I don't think he's let it go as much as he's want to, and may have been here plotting his revenge on Nurgle. And we've just given him the chance to achieve it.
That is freaking insane.
Renault is interesting.
That's sad too, because I never gave this guy a second thought.
Yeah, check the description.
Renault, a cleric wandering valor shrouded in mystery.
Well, that's the mystery.
Oh my lord. That is insane.
Unfortunately, he's also just not really a great unit. But he has a really good staff that he brings us.
Yes, he has a Fortify staff. Restores all HP to allies nearby. It is an area of effect staff that completely restores your allies, 8 charges, and the range is your magic power divided by 2. Let's make a little comparison here. Sarah, your magic stat is 20. Anyone 10 spaces away will be fully healed.
Everyone.
Sarah used a Fortify staff.
Yes.
Keep that in mind, guys.
What is Renault's magic stat?
12.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's why he's not good.
I see what you're talking about.
Though he has oddly good physical defense. Oh.
Yeah, Limstella's starting to attack.
Hey, listen. Hey there.
It's a 6% hit, but that 22 damage is rather threatening.
Yeah. For a bishop, he has oddly good physical defense and strengths, and a lot of people say that's because of his training as a knight.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, there you go. And oldest person in the party, until we get Athos.
Right.
And now you know.
Wow.
I was just reading this today. For some reason, I never thought to learn about this guy. I was reading up on it today, like, glued to my laptop screen. Like, oh my god! Oh my god!
Like, holy crap, all of this, and we didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
That is insane.
I wonder if it's intentional, like, if the game wants us to not care about him. Like, to just not give him a second thought.
It might be more along the lines of, like, it's hidden in such mystery, and knowing about it will be like, there's that.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, hi, everyone!
Okay! Hang on a second! Hang on a second! What is this?
I think Limstella played us.
This just got even more dangerous than I want it to be.
Oh, no.
Hector.
Smash. Okay, so we got the bolting. We can't move anybody too close to Limstella. We're gonna have to figure out what to do with Renault and Lucius.
Yeah. Jeez.
Because we could hide them behind Raven, but then they're gonna get hit by bolting and a ballista.
I think I know what we can do.
Okay.
Renault. You can actually move up here.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah. Divine.
His magic isn't very good for a bishop, but it's good enough.
Especially when it does that.
Ho ho ho.
I'm glad that we're actually getting a recruited unit and we're actually using him.
Yep.
Like, in this kind of scenario, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we now have 3 bishops in this chapter. Yeah, and then we can deal with the Pegasi.
Yeah. I am a little bit scared for Lucius. But if I don't move him out of... But if we don't take care of that Cavalier... Here's the thing. Either these two are going to go after Lucius, or these two are going to go after Lucius.
Okay, well, why don't... I think we're safer with the Pegasi.
Yeah. So, Lucius, make me proud. I'm scared too, man. I'm very scared. That scenario just got bad.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Level up, level up.
He has decent avoid, I think.
He does. Oh, man, if only Nils was up there with Set Slitany. Whatever.
Let's start moving Dorcas I mean, let's start moving Dart up there
I agree.
to the north, because I don't think those are the last of the reinforcements we're going to see there.
Jesus, man. Lynn, I'm gonna have you take out this guy. Beautiful.
And we got wyverns down there. Don't forget about them. Down to the right.
Yeah, I know about that.
Unfortunately, Sane, you cannot triangle attack.
No. You are not a Pegasus Knight.
Sane, like, cutting out cardboard wings and sticking them on Landors.
No. Interestingly enough, if you actually do end up getting Carla, you can actually Carla can actually support with Farina, right?
Okay.
And I actually looked into this. If you actually do that support chain, you actually find out quite a bit about Ilya and how it operates in terms of its Pegasus Knights.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It's actually really interesting.
I would love to see that.
Like, it might not be as interesting as I make it out to be, but it's actually really cool.
At this point, I don't know. I just like learning more and more about this world.
Yeah, if you want to know, actually, so Carla comes from a scenario where men are dominant, right?
Yeah.
So she comes from a village where the men are the ones that bring the bread home. The women are kind of like reserved for housework and like merchantry and like jobs like that.
So the fact that she uses a sword is probably considered very odd.
Yes, not just odd, but insulting in a sense. Especially when compared to her brother Corel.
Yeah.
In Ilya, it's the complete opposite. Instead of it being a scenario instead of it being the women are the bread bringers. They're the ones who like do the most work. They're the ones who call the shots, and the men are reserved for housework and merchantry and farming and all that jazz.
Makes sense.
I mean,
actually, can we maybe do Ellawood instead? Ellawood Javelin?
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know why I'd like to keep Florina and Dorcas together if we can.
You mean Farina and Dorcas?
Yeah, sorry.